The late afternoon drizzle painted the streets of London in soft reflections of gold and gray. Office workers hurried home under umbrellas, the air thick with the scent of coffee and rain. Inside the Brixton Bean, a cafe near Canary Wharf, warmth hummed. The hiss of milk steamers, faint jazz, quiet chatter. In the corner sat Elliot Crane, a billionaire tech entrepreneur in his early 40s. His silver watch caught the light as he scrolled through a presentation. Every movement precise, controlled, the kind of man who'd built an empire from sleepless nights and spreadsheets. He looked out at the rain, detached. To Elliot, emotions were inefficiencies, and inefficiencies cost money. Waitress, setting down his coffee. "Long day, sir." Elliot, without looking up. "Every day's long when you're the one holding it together." His phone buzzed. Elliot. "James, if the Finch merger doesn't close tonight, heads will roll. I don't care what time it is in New York. Make it happen." He hung up, sighing. Then a hesitant voice broke through the hum. Teen. "Excuse me, sir. Your laptop's about to crash." Elliot turned. A boy of 17, soaked and shivering, stood nearby with a worn backpack. His hoodie was frayed, trainers muddy, eyes sharp but tired. Elliot. "What?" Teen. "The red icon. That's a system vulnerability. If you're on public Wi-Fi, someone could breach your files. I can fix it." Elliot, smirking. You barely look old enough to buy coffee." Teen. Quietly. "Age doesn't matter when you're trying to survive." The cafe manager approached. Manager. "Sir, is this kid bothering you?" Elliot. "No harm done. Just a misplaced salesman." Teen. "I'm not selling anything. I used to code. Before my mom got sick. Before we lost the flat, I just noticed the error." For a moment, Elliot's gaze softened, then hardened again. "Elliot, I pay professionals for that. You should focus on finding a shelter, not fixing billion-pound companies." The teen's face fell. Teen. "Yeah, people like me don't get to fix things." He turned to leave. Elliot, muttering. "Good luck, kid." Outside, the boy hunched against the rain, clutching a small flash drive, a relic from his dream of becoming a developer. He glanced at the cafe window where Elliot sat, whispering, "One day." Inside, Elliot reopened his laptop. The red icon blinked once before disappearing. He ignored it, a mistake that would soon cost him everything. 3 weeks later, Crane Systems towered above the Thames, a steel cathedral of ambition. Inside, panic echoed through glass halls, assistant over intercom. "Mr. Crane, we've lost access to company servers." Elliot burst into the control room. Monitors flickered red. Elliot. "What do you mean lost? Everything's backed up to the cloud." Head of IT. "That's the issue. The breach hit both networks. Someone exploited the Finch framework vulnerability." Elliot. "Impossible. That update was secure." Head of IT. "Apparently not." Fear crept in, an unfamiliar, unwelcome feeling. Stock prices dipped. Contracts froze. A government deal teetered on collapse. For the first time, Elliot's empire felt fragile. Late that night, the office stood half-empty, blue light flickering across worried faces. Elliot watched London's skyline, rain streaking down the glass. His reflection looked older, heavier. Assistant, entering quietly. "Sir, there's someone on a video call. Says he has the decryption key. IT confirmed it's real." Elliot. "Who?" Assistant. "Didn't give a name. Said you'd remember him." The screen flickered, and there he was. The same teen from the cafe. Only now cleaner, sharper, standing in a small community tech hub surrounded by old monitors. Elliot, stunned. "You." Teen, smiling faintly. "Hello, Mr. Crane." Elliot. "Is this a joke? Did you hack my company?" Teen. "No, sir. I stopped someone else from destroying it." Elliot. "You expect me to believe that?" Teen. "You didn't believe me the first time either. But maybe you should now." He tapped his keyboard. The company's stolen data flashed across multiple screens, then vanished, replaced by a message. Secured by Jaden Miles. Head of IT, sir. He just restored our firewall. Elliot. Jaden. That's your name? Jaden. It was on the resume you never read. Elliot. You applied here? Jaden. 3 times. Before I was homeless. I built encryption models stronger than half your staff's. You called one of them amateur work. The boardroom fell silent. Jaden. I warned you about this vulnerability at the cafe. When I saw the attack, I recognized the same code. Elliot, softly. And instead of exploiting it, you saved us. Jaden. Because not every person without a roof lacks integrity. The words hit harder than any reprimand. Elliot's voice lowered. Elliot, you could have asked for ransom. Why didn't you? Jaden. I don't want your money. I just wanted to be heard. The call ended. The screen went dark. Elliot stared at his reflection, realizing how blind success had made him. Days passed. The company recovered. The world never knew how close it came to ruin. But Elliot couldn't forget that soaked teenager in the rain. On Sunday morning, he drove through South London to an address his assistant had found. A converted warehouse, windows glowing with hope, code, create, believe. Inside, Jaden was teaching younger teens how to code, his voice calm and confident. Elliot waited until class ended. Elliot. Teaching now, are you? Jaden. Startled. Mr. Crane. What are you doing here? Elliot. I came to apologize and to offer you a job. Jaden. Why me? Elliot. Because you saw value where I saw inconvenience. You saved my company when you had every reason not to, and I was wrong. Jaden studied him. Jaden. When I offered to help, it wasn't pity I wanted. I just wanted to matter. Elliot. Then let's make sure you do. He extended a hand. Jaden hesitated, then shook it. A week later, the lobby of Crane Systems gleamed under the morning sun. Employees whispered as Jaden walked in wearing a crisp shirt, a new laptop slung over his shoulder. His badge read, Jaden Miles, Cybersecurity Analyst. Elliot met him at the elevator. Elliot. First day. Nervous? Jaden. A little. Elliot. Good, means you care. As they rode up, Elliot glanced over. Elliot. I'm starting a new program. Outreach for young coders who can't afford school. I want you to lead it. Jaden. You're serious? Elliot. Who better than someone who's lived it? Jaden. Smiling. Then let's build something worth believing in. The elevator doors opened. Sunlight poured across the skyline. For a moment, their reflections merged in the glass. The billionaire and the boy who once had nothing, now standing side by side. That evening, Elliot sat in his office overlooking the Thames. He typed a memo titled, The Miles Project, Empowering Youth Through Technology. He paused before adding one final line. Sometimes the greatest investments aren't in numbers, but in people. The next morning, Jaden walked through the office to quiet smiles and nods of respect. Someone whispered, That's the kid who saved us. He didn't slow down. He reached Elliot's door, open this time, and stepped inside. Moral reflection. True success isn't measured by wealth or power. It's found in the courage to see worth where others do not.